Start off by speaking about what satsang isn't. Just going to mention that again because I think it's really useful to keep that clear. And one thing satsang isn't is it isn't for the purpose of emotional healing, of resolving your issues, of clearing out the bundle of problems that you have. It's confusing because that happens a lot in satsang. Right? It just naturally happens in the space and the energy of satsang, that there's a natural kind of clearing that happens. But that's not really what satsang's for. It's not really what we're here for. And we're also, satsang is not for the purpose of understanding. It's not really a place where it's intended that you get a lot of insights, a lot of understanding, especially conceptual understanding. But again, that happens all the time in satsang. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with emotional healing. I mean, God knows there's nothing wrong with emotional healing. God knows there's nothing wrong with insights. They're beautiful, they're profound. Those moments of aha. That's just not really what satsang is for. And then the one that's often the most surprising for people is that satsang is not a place where you get wonderful spiritual experiences. It happens all the time, but that's not why we're here. There's all kinds of energies that show up in satsang, all kinds of dimensions that open in satsang, all kinds of expansions of consciousness that happen in satsang. But like I said last night, those are all unintended side effects. Those are just the sideshow at the circus. What satsang is for, what satsang offers, is a simple pointing at you, a pointing at what you are, what you actually exist as, what you are actually made of. Whether or not you've healed all of your emotional baggage, whether or not you understand a damn thing, or in that moment don't understand anything. Because all understandings come and go. That's their nature. All healings, in fact, all emotional baggage comes and goes. It points at what you are, whether or not you're expanded or contracted. And what you are, very, very simply, what you are is aware space. What you are is empty space. It's a very remarkable space because it is aware. It has this quality, this capacity for awareness. But ultimately, it's just space. That's what you are. And as I also mentioned last night, if there's some way to just like download that, right? Just like right past your brain, actually, download it down into your gut, into your bones, that really what is hearing these words is empty space. And then one thing you could say about it is that all your problems would be over. Because space doesn't have problems. Space can't have problems. Space can't be harmed. It's just the nature of it. You can't really damage it in any way. And then again, I don't know if you can, it's like, even just as an experiment, just try it out for a minute. What if what you really are is space? Like, I'm not talking about something abstract or strange or weird. I'm talking about space. The space right here, right now. The space that there happens to be a body in right now. What if what you are is the space that the body is in? If what you are is the space, is it really possible, is it really true that you could lack something? Is it even like is it still possible for you to be lacking anything? If what you are is the space that your body is appearing in right now. Because if you check in this space, not some special space, not some space that you have to, go to India to feel or experience, or that you have to meditate to feel or experience, or that you have to do anything, but just the space right here. If what you actually are is the space that the body and the mind and the thoughts and the sensations are appearing in, then can you actually find a boundary? For a moment, just check for yourself. Can you find a boundary to the space that your body is appearing in? Can you find a place where space stops and something else starts? Whatever that could be. There isn't a boundary to the space that your body is in. It actually goes on forever. So anything you might actually think that you want, is probably already in that space. So just as the space itself by its nature can't have problems, the space itself can't lack anything. Something that big is never going to be missing something. And by the way, this space that I'm speaking about also happens to stretch out forever in time. So now you'd be really hard pressed to find something missing. If it's all infinite space throughout all eternal time. How could that space that you are right now, how could it lack something? It isn't possible. It isn't part of the nature of space to lack things. Everything's already in it. So, just talking about it might start to give a sense, or at least a possibility. What would it mean? What is really true about this space? I mean, just those two things. No problems. You can never be harmed, and you don't lack anything. And this is actually what's already true of the space that you are. It's not again some new improved space that you get. They ship to you. UPS shows up with a box of new improved space when you become enlightened. It's the space that you are and always have been, or always will be. That's sitting here, that's listening to these words. So, the best we can do really, short of somehow, like I said, somehow downloading it. It's the reason why I can't download it actually, or no one can really give it to you, is because it's already here.